Hi, what's going on, folks? This is Untouchable Gary, the People's Critic, and today I got a special guest, Tez, Jay, and we about to give you our top 5 for the greatest gangster movies of all time. I'm Untouchable Gary, and this is the Blackmail Review. So we got Jay here. All right, what's gonna be your top 5, Jay?
All right, my top 5 people, let's go down. We already have the usual spots, right? So we have Scarface, we have Godfather. I'm gonna just go with the Godfather. I'm gonna go with number 1, right? Godfather, number 1. Have Casino, of course, right? Have American Gangsta, and also have Usual Suspects. I'll tell you why.
Just with your top 5, man.
Alright, my top 5 gangster movies is number 1, I'm gonna go with Scarface. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Casino. 3, Menace to Society. 4, let's go with Goodfellas. And 5, give me Boys in the Hood. Those are my top 5. Top 5 gangster movies.
All right, now my top 5 in no particular order. Of course, we got Scarface up there. I got Godfather 1 and Godfather 2 tied. I got Casino. I've got Goodfellas. Y'all do some interesting choices out there. I might have to get back to y'all on number 5 of that.
Donnie Brasco.
That's a good one, but I'm not gonna go with Donnie Brasco. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to our number 5. Before we wrap up.
Why Scarface? Well, in all of my selections, I've chosen a gangster. To me means someone who's enterprising above and beyond what their normal habitat is, right? They want to do bigger and better things. So Scarface, ultimate story from the person from the ground up. He wanted bigger and better things, and he went out and took it.
Go Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube. Classic movie. Ice Cube, John Singleton, them putting this together was an excellent choice. You know, once again, it displayed another situation, epidemic that's going on in South Central, along with a lot of other places. You know, we can't overlook the gang activity because it's really real. You know, so it did display about Bloods and Crips, about different other gang organizations, about how good they are for the community and the bad in the community.
You're gonna have to say Goodfellas. I mean, anything with Joe Pesci in it, he's like 5 feet tall, talking trash, cussing everybody out, and knocking people out. Anything with him in it is, I'm watching it. It's in my top watch. Even the Super, if y'all remember going back to that movie. But I'll move on to, since Tez already covered that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with the Godfather Part 1 and Part 2. I consider them one movie. Part 3 is not really relevant in my opinion. It shouldn't even been made, but I guess they had to try to squeeze out every last dollar they could out of that franchise. I mean, but you got 2 different movies. You got Marlon Brando, you got Robert De Niro when he first started. I mean, you got Al Pacino before Scarface. So I mean, that just makes for a classic movie. I mean, it came out before my time, but it withstood the test of time. So that's how everybody through my generation and before that and after that are going to know about The Godfather. It's just one of those movies that there's no way that you can actually make a remake of it because it's that classic.
Party people. So this next one here, Usual Suspects. Now, why is this even on my list?
Yeah, it's a good damn question why that's on the list.
If anyone has ever seen the movie, the crew that was running, they weren't really and truly gangsters, right? But if anyone has seen the movie, you know who I'm referring to. Kevin Spacey. Wow, if you look into the storyline and what he was able to do, even though it's a movie, right? What he was able to do in that movie is move pieces on a chessboard and them not even knowing about it. So we're not even going to talk about the movie, or you've seen it. Kevin Spacey was definitely a gangster, though. I mean, what he did was gangster. We looked up gangster in the dictionary. You might need to see Kevin Spacey's face right there.
Menace to Society.
Nah, you tell us about Casino.
Menace to Society. Menace to Society. I'm a huge fan of Lorenz Tate. you know, Old Dog and Faggot Chauncey, you know, all of them. But Menace to Society, man, was definitely a good hood gangster movie. You know, it shows some of the concept that actually goes on in South Central California, what goes on out there, the colors, how you do get jacked, robberies and, you know, murder rates and everything like right here. It was actually an excellent movie, man. It displayed a lot to show people what really goes on. I hope that by them showing it, that a lot of stuff was captivated and redone in the communities, you know what I'm saying? But Menace to Society was definitely a great black gangster movie, you know.
All right, so I skipped out on my number 5 on purpose, and I'm gonna get to you right now. My number 5 is gonna be New Jack City. You know, I know if you heard that name, it's gonna take you way back. You know, it's one of the first movies that actually set Ice-T off. It introduced us to Chris Rock. I mean, it set the tone for a lot of the future black gangster movies that were to come, and it was completely unexpected. It was based off of the well, I heard it was loosely based off of the Chamber Brothers. There's a lot of myths surrounding that, but it definitely touched us all in a certain aspect. We all felt bad for Pookie, and how that turned out. It's just a classic. You know, I can't.
With American Gangster. Oh, we're talking about another story of an individual who he was open to other things, right? He wanted to learn. He learned just by being a driver. So that's a story in itself, you know, someone coming from a driver to becoming a kingpin, right? But it's a story of an individual who encompassed family. He encompassed a number of things, but the biggest thing was probably work ethic he encompassed, right? Because we're talking about a driver to a kingpin, the stories of Harlem and what they do. Yeah, definitely on the list.
So let me ask you this, man. Growing up in New York, did you actually hear stories about him?
Oh, big time, absolutely. Yeah, but hearing stories before him, so his teacher, you know, Bumpy Johnson. So yeah, you definitely would hear those stories. And that individual being from Queens, you know, I wasn't full-fledged in the Harlem life, but you definitely.
I want them to see Shadows. It's a good Jamaican gangster movie. Sprague Benz, Wyclef Jean. It's got Bob Marley in it. Wyclef's in it too. Actually, it's a great movie, man. You know, they need to check it out. Maybe this probably make their #1 gangster movie ever. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that.
But Shadows is a good gangster movie, and it's very good.
Paid in Full. The Paid in Full is actually based off another true story. I just hit the New York cat in the group. He just lost his New York card because he ain't mentioned enough New York stuff. But no doubt. But definitely, Paid in Full is definitely one of those classic movies that takes us back. It gives us another true story about what actually goes down or went down in New York at the time, back in the the late '80s, early '90s. Definitely set off an interesting storyline, and it's too bad, you know, all the individuals that were actually harmed during the making of that movie, and you know, during the storytelling of it. But you know, it makes for great cinema. All right, everybody, that's our top 5. We appreciate you watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Let us know what your top 5 is, and on top of that, let us know who you think has the best top 5. And of course, I'm especially biased towards myself because I am the people's critic. I do the research so you don't have to.